Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys become very entranced how I am now to share this with you. I hope you guys become very invigorating and very entranced about what I'm about to share with you guys. First, let me start this dialogue off by quoting the law of conservation of energy and what that law states, okay? The law of conservation of energy states that everything is energy, and energy can no longer and can neither be created or destroyed. Let me say that again. The law of conservation of energy, which is one of the laws of the universe, okay? The law of conservation of energy states that energy is neither created or destroyed. The only thing that energy does is moves from one state of energy to another. Let's look at the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. The universal law of perpetual transmutation of energy states that everything in the universe is constantly in a state of flux, moving from one form to another. Let's look at what Albert Einstein quotes. Albert Einstein says that everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Here's what else he says. Match the frequency of the reality you desire, and you have no choice but to obtain that reality. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why most people stay in a state of destitute, the reason why people live a life of lack, the reason why people don't arrive at their greatest selves, the reason why people don't summon their greatest desires into being is simply they do not understand how important and how vital energy is. Let me show you guys something. Here I have a humidifier, okay? Inside this humidifier is water, which is nothing but energy, okay? Stay with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's suppose I turn the humidifier on, and all of a sudden, you see steam being released. Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. The law of conservation of energy, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy states that energy can neither be created or destroyed. It can only move from one form of energy, which is the water, to another form of energy, which is the steam. The steam is nothing but water, ladies and gentlemen, transmuted into another form of energy. Everything is energy, ladies and gentlemen, and energy is always moving from one form to another. Why is this so important, ladies and gentlemen? Many of you may ask, Adrikas, why is this so important? Because let me tell you guys something. Your desired goal, your imagination, your thoughts being conjured up is nothing but energy. Your goal is nothing but a form of energy, ladies and gentlemen. If you hold the image of that goal, ladies and gentlemen, if you hold that image in your mind with a relentless amount of strength and persistence, that image in your mind, ladies and gentlemen, that desired goal that you also desire, it has no choice but to move in the form of your reality. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to really understand this. My life changed tremendously, and I did not understand what had happened. I didn't understand what happened, ladies and gentlemen. But after consistent studying, consistent reading, I realized that I didn't change my life. I just embodied the energy of what I desire, and that ultimate desire was magnetized by me. Ladies and gentlemen, your goal is not meant to be chased. That person that you also desire, that health goal, that financial goal, however you see yourself, ladies and gentlemen, conjure that. This is why you guys have imagination. This is why God blessed us with one of the most potent forms of creativity, which is imagination, the greatest nation of all nations. Imagine the desired outcome that you wish to aspire. Here's where most people get thrown off their trajectory because they do not hold the image long enough to strike an emotional desire, to get emotionally attached to that desire. You have to get emotionally involved with that goal that you desire, okay? You can't just think about it and let that thought evacuate and let it be what it is. It will not work that way, ladies and gentlemen. Please get this. Hold that imagined image in your mind, how you see yourself, because that thought, those images that you hold in your mind, it is nothing but a form of energy. Well, if the law of perpetual transmutation of energy decrees that energy can neither be created or destroyed, meaning it is already here, and energy can only move from one form to another, your imagined image, your imagined goal that you desire, being held long enough, has no choice but to manifest itself in the physical form. Ladies and gentlemen, really get this. Remember what I tell you guys. Here's what happens with most people. A lot of you have thoughts of money, good health, better relationships. What else? Joy, peace, wealth. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. The thought comes into your mind. The thought of these things, the thought of these magnificent, life-changing aspects, these thoughts come into your mind. Man, I really want to be rich. Man, I want to triple my income. That would really be nice. The thought comes into your mind. Here's where most people get it twisted and drop the ball. Within 5 seconds, the thought is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to entertain these thoughts long enough, because if you entertain these thoughts long enough, it's going to be almost impossible for these thoughts not to be embedded by repetition and by getting emotionally involved with that image. It's going to be hard not for that image not to go from your conscious mind and then be impressed in your subconscious mind. And all of the results that you catalyze in the external world, ladies and gentlemen, are a reflection of what's in your subconscious mind. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have got to understand that you can change your entire life if you understand this. Good health. The thought comes in people's mind. Man, I really want to start working out this year. You know, I really wouldn't mind losing 20 pounds. The thought comes in within 5 seconds. Swoop! It's gone. And people are back being moved by their futile conscious thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, get this. Better relationships. The thought comes in people. The thought enters. Within 5 seconds, it evacuates. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got to hold that image in your mind. You have got to hold it. You have got to hold it, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to. Napoleon Hill said, thought backed behind strong desire has the tendency to transmute itself into its physical equivalent. Allow me to repeat that. Napoleon Hill stated, ladies and gentlemen, get this, please. Thought backed behind a strong desire has the tendency to transmute itself into its physical equivalent. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got to hold the image of the person, of the life that you also desire. You've got to hold that image in your mind, ladies and gentlemen. You have got to get emotionally attached. You have got to get emotionally involved. You have got to develop intimacy to that goal. A lot of you are just thinking about what you want. Thought alone is futile. And when you only just think about the things that you want and you go back and you resort back to your regular way of thinking, which is why most people are in the detriment of circumstances, you go through year after year after year, questioning yourself, wondering, why have I not taken my life to the ever greatest next level? I'll tell you why. Because the things that you desire, you are only just thinking about it, and you have not held that image in your mind long enough to develop intimacy with it so that it can be embedded in your subconscious mind, which will automatically shift what you demonstrate, what you do, what you put out into the external world to change your circumstances and experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not understand what happened when my life changed. I did not understand it because I knew if somebody like myself coming off the street in a very low state of destitute, oh my God, if only you guys knew. My life changed like, and the way my life changed, it's the way my life changed is what led me to embark on the discovery of myself. And how did I end up changing, ladies and gentlemen? And I came to the realization that anybody can make a tremendous shift in their life if they truly want to. Ladies and gentlemen, I pray this message may be a blessing to you guys. A drink is cold breath. Until next time, thank you.